So close. We're so close. We were so close. Why must you always interfere, Idia? Oh, put a sock in it. I'm not interfering with nothing. I have a letter for this guy from his master. I came to deliver it. That's all.
My dear student, when you stopped coming by for our daily dialogues on swordsmanship, I worried what had become of you.
I imagine that your situation now is difficult, but you must find a way to endure and overcome your difficulties. You are go-getter. Grit your teeth, never waver, and you will overcome the trials before you.
Oh, Mr. Kami Izumi, it's too late. I ran away like a coward.
You have a dream to summon the legendary Amaterasu. Your name and mine will be writ large on the pages of history for all eternity. Yes!
Miss Idia, tell me, whatever should I do?
It's a tough call, all right. What to do? What to do? You should stay right here, Go. You have too much potential to be just another cog in that machine.
Miss Idia!
Are you sure about this, Idia? What about your master?
To heck with him. Forcing yourself to slave away at a job you hate doesn't help anybody. I'll let your supervisor know. And master, too. Do your darndest here from Ophelia and summon this Amaterasu. Got it?
Idia, is something the matter?
No, it's just...
You ignorant fool! Ah!
Master!
Master Nobutsuna Kamizumi, holder of the Sword Master Asterisk, leader of the Black Blades of Eternia, and the greatest swordsman in the duchy. He instructed Idia in the way of the sword. His disciples are found across the realm, drawn to him by his surpassing skill with the blade, and the quiet honor within his heart. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
I heard the exchange, or enough of it at least.
Then you heard my reasoning. Surely you understand, Master?
I am disappointed in you, Idia. Your advice is naive and shameful.
Master?
Being but a cog in a machine does not mean one's efforts are devoid of value. You counsel a guileless youth, still ignorant of the world, to throw up his hands at the first hint of hardship. Recklessly, you urge him to question his role, before he can learn for himself which role suits him best. What lesson have you taught the boy that will help him overcome the next challenge that he faces? Make no mistake, by encouraging him to give in to his weakness, you will bear the responsibility for making Go less of a man. As master to my pupils, I too bear responsibility, and I will not shirk my duty. If you persist in your shameful counsel, you leave me no choice but to draw my sword. It would seem you still have much to learn. The lesson begins, Idia. Draw your blade! I shall dispense with the formalities. Swordmaster Kami Izumi stands before you. I have failed my pupils and my blade.
Master!
Please forgive me. I never meant to start a fight between you and your master.
Don't worry. It's not the first time. He'll come around.
Thank you, Idia.
It's not like I did it for you, you know. Just take this research seriously. Summon this Amaterasu, and use it to make the world a better place.
Oh, we will.
Still no good.
Just a bit more. You were so close. Oh.
Oh, Miss Idia.
Working hard as always, I see.
Yes, but not much to show for it.
You look like you're getting closer, though.
Yes, I've finally been able to apply all that I studied at Alcampis. I'm practically worried it's too good to be true.
That's a good worry to have, if you ask me. I'm glad I didn't make a big mistake letting you stay against Master's wishes.
I must thank you again, Idia. Amaterasu will be ours any day now. Finally, I can fulfill my promise to my own master.
Your master? You mean Sage Juliana? Now that you mention it, we haven't seen him once since all that went down. How is the old lech?
Yes, well, I imagine he's as lecherous as ever.
You haven't seen him either?
About a year ago, he fought a tremendous battle with the ball that fell to Luxemdark. He intimated to me the existence of Amaterasu and one other summoning spell, and then went off somewhere as is his wont.
Where to?
I would assume.
The sky?
No, think higher.
You don't mean... heaven?
What do you think?
Miss Mephilia, what if we were to try introducing harmonics to the time-space chant?
Not a bad idea. Let's give it a try. See you around, Idia.
Yeah, see you around.
And you. And you.
Huh?
Need water.
They just keep coming! Go on! After her!
Sir!
You're doing a good job, Jackal.
Who? What do you want? Look, If you can't tell, I'm freaking busy here! Don't just stand there looking, Stu!
Okay, then we'll help.
Wow, you're really in charge here.
Yeah, well, just call me head of desert security. A no-good ruffian like myself.
Moving up in the world, aren't you?
Water's still a problem, though. I suppose you know who is in Alcampus now, looking for the Wellspring Gem. That's, Oh, right, DeRosa is working here as an adjunct professor. So, there's a water shortage, is that right?
How would outsiders? Ah, it's you.
You don't have to explain everything, but we will have some Alcampa noodles.
Of course. One large, two regular, and a firm, right?
No matter how many times I hear it, I just can't get over it. You really are an adjunct professor, aren't you?
Indeed, just as I said. I know what I know, and I put it to good use.
Yeah, what about the water? Another bowl! And extra noodles!
Hey, Idia! Watch it with the soup already!
We haven't found the water we need for the refinement process.
C'est bon. So creamy and rich. Cook, more for me too, if that's all right.
Of course. Be my guest.
It's even spicier than I remember. So, you're still trying to harness somnial energy? As I recall, it's more stable than the crystals and could help bring peace and prosperity to the world. But during refining, the energy is highly unstable. The slightest error could wipe out a city, right?
And you want to harness this energy to, why was it again?
Though it may seem out of character for me, it is purely in the pursuit of science, and to sate my curiosity.
Glad to hear it. All right then. You? Shall we tell him?
There's going to be a lecture on the Wellspring Gem, an ancient relic said to produce vast quantities of water. What's this?
And you're willing to share this information with me?
Knowing you, you'd have sniffed it out anyway. Just don't get any ideas about going after it on your own. Consider it our payment for the soup. Ah, that hit the spot.
And so, in a very real sense, it was the Wellspring Gem that allowed the Harina dynasty to grow and indeed prosper. Further illustrated in the desertification of the continent and the loss of this ancient treasure, spelling the dynasties. Oh, there's the bell. We'll pick up where we left off next time.
Same old, same old. How about you?
I wasn't able to dig up anything new either.
Alright then. Might as well wake these two up.
DeRosa left earlier. He seemed like he was in a hurry.
I can't eat another slurp.
Good grief.
Now listen, if you want to be a real bandit, you gotta follow the rules. No exceptions.
Right, boss.
Rule number 1, don't steal from anyone weaker than you. Rule number 2, we'll finish this later. Go on, scram!
Quite the impassioned lecture. Training the next generation?
Yeah, that's about right. What about you? Why are you here?
We've been researching the Wellspring Gem in Alcampus, and we found out some things.
You did you?
Right, like about that place to the west. The ruins you used for your hideout. The secret tunnel, entrance near the big chair. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Well, yeah, I do, but how did you... So this is what happened. And this must be the Wellspring Gem.
With it, the oases will grow verdant again.
Hey, I remember you. The Red Mage DeRosa, was it?
Eureka! The Wellspring Gem. The key to producing safe, stable somnial energy. So it was worth it after all, to brave the desert sands and follow you to these ruins.
What are you going on about? Like heck if I'm gonna hand the gem over to some decrepit con artist! It stays here in the desert, where it belongs.
No, the Wellspring Gem belongs to all humankind. I'll not see it wasted on sand-for-brains wretches clinging to a life they should have abandoned long ago.
Hey, you lot! Don't just stand there! Tell this madman what the deal is! We came here to bring water back to the people who need it most! Right?
Idia, as daughter of the Grand Marshal, I know you will not be swayed by crude emotion. You understand that I do what I do for the future of this world.
Oh! You want a piece of me, old man?
Why, you insolent little...
So now what?
We have two choices. Help the desert dwellers by restoring water to...
Or help with an experiment that might usher in a future of peace and prosperity.
Do we protect the desert oases and fight Red Mage DeRosa?
Or do we fight the bandit Jackal in hopes of harnessing...
Our choices are clear.
Freaking heck! You're just gonna abandon people in need? Leave them to their fate? Over my dead body! You try to take the gem from here, you're gonna be eating my steel! Cripes! And you call yourself heroes? Puh! Come on out, you goons! And here I was doing honest work for a change. I should have seen the double-cross coming. The Jackal's looking out for more than himself now! And we're gonna steal back what's ours! Some heroes, you chumps are.
The oasis must have almost run dry by now.
I'm afraid so. You look busy. I take it they approved your research project?
Yes, thanks to you. We're ordering the latest equipment and recruiting new students to join the research team.
And Professor DeRosa is off on a globe-trotting lecture tour, right?
Yes, exactly. You wouldn't believe how quickly things are moving.
Listen,
He's explaining how the new energy will be a deterrent to war, how we're gonna develop a whole new energy policy, and...
just shut up for a second!
Huh?
When DeRosa gets back, I want you to tell him something important. And I want you to remember this too. Your precious research is only possible because we took water away from the people in the desert. Sharing your ideals is all well and good, as is your dream to build a future without war. But never ever forget that real people are suffering in the here and now for the sake of your research, and that your dream is built on their sacrifice.
Right. I won't forget. And I promise you, I won't give up until we succeed.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. I know the old red creep is relying on you to help make this dream a reality. And us too. We're looking forward to seeing this future of yours.
What's the meaning of this? Everyone knows that rice porridge is the only way to properly wrap up a meal.
I understand your frustration, ma'am. That said, I've never seen someone have rice porridge to wrap up a meal of fried rice.
Oh, Prima! Hasn't anyone ever taught you to think outside the... You! Yes, you there!
No, I'm not...
Yes! Let's sip those lips, shall we? I think we all know what I'm thinking. You do, don't you, dear?
Yes, ma'am. Miss Lee, you have just been named as Florem's Interim Superintendent of Education. Congratulations.
Here we go again.
It's an honor.
Superintendent Lee.
Your task is to decide whether the new academy set to open in Florum should be coeducational or not. The supporters of a coeducational school are led by Mr. Sweaty Tracksuit and his patron, one Barris Lair. The opposition is led by Ms. Rhea Veeling, with the support of Einheria Venus. Both sides are quite passionate about their positions. The side you oppose will likely use force in an effort to change your mind. See that you are fully prepared, then come to the Western Hidden Village in the Twilight Ruins to render your final decision.
Just as annoyingly organized as ever. You have everything planned to a T, don't you?
You're too kind.
We'll be taking our leave then. Oh, don't worry. I know you can do this. I believe in you. Come along, Prima. We're off to the Twilight Ruins.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on already. How long do you plan on following us, Peller?
If you knew, you could have just said, so. That's smart, something terrible. Oh, me.
Well, what about you? You seem to remember us too, so why the Stalker Act?
I considered abandoning this tack, but quietly following you all seemed more considerate to me.
I can't tell if you're mocking me or just plain missing something upstairs. All right. So you're wondering what to do about your grandfather's previously undiscovered song, The Grand Ship. It's a song about those who live on the sea. A song about men's hearts and dreams, just like your grandfather wrote about in his last note. But the diva of the battlefield, Praline a la mode, also has her eyes set on the song. She came to ask you if she could make a new arrangement of it for her own repertoire. And Barbarossa, taking that as an affront to your grandfather and all true sailors, came to you to protest. Does that sound about right?
Yes, precisely. However, there's just one more thing.
Huh? What did I miss?
Neither seems to remember that we've been through all this before.
Seriously? Come on. You can tell us more at your studio. In the end, it doesn't matter whether or not those two remember.
Right. It's still just a question of whether you want to give Praline the go-ahead or not.
Don't I know it?
Hold it. Didn't you promise to knock off that whole singing while you talk thing?
I did. You'll have to forgive me.
Me?
Right. The issue at hand is the same. I must decide whether or not to approve Miss Alamode's arrangement. Whether they remember prior events or not should not matter. And yet...
You've seen what kind of opposition you'll face from the losing side.
That I have.
And you're not sure you have the guts to face them again, huh?
That I do not. Not one bit.
That sounds like a problem. You wanted to go off somewhere to work on your music, right? The Witherwood, was it?
That it was.
Well, you can cancel that trip. Now then, I think there should still be one left over from that festival. Here.
A microphone and speakers? What's all that doing down here?
That red creep had all kinds of hobbies. You wouldn't want to guess what he did to entertain himself down here.
And what are you going to use it for?
I'm going to use this microphone to deliver my advice to Mr. Rockefeller here. And when I do, I'm pretty sure someone is going to overhear it and show up in a rage.
Then you beat them into submission with your manly strength, Idia.
Hey, what do you mean manly?
Praline is here in Florum, so she'll hear it for sure. But isn't Barbarossa off at sea somewhere?
Like he hasn't sent one or two of his mates here to see what Peller decides. Now, let's just get this straight. You're sure you want me to decide for you?
Most definitely. You know these two better than I do, Miss Idia. I gladly leave this mess in your hands. I know that Praline has a veritable army of fans around the world. It would be an honor to see my grandfather's work reach all of them. But I'm also most grateful for Barbarossa and the respect he has shown for my grandfather's last wishes. Given two compelling cases, it's too difficult for me to choose just one. Miss Idia, you're my only hope.
All right then, you asked for me. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Your grandfather's last song should be remixed and performed by Praline a la mode.
If you say so. Now, how much longer do I need to wait here? I have songs to compose.
Barbarossa's lackeys in town are probably trying to contact him as we speak. Even if he steers the funky Francisca here as quick as he can, it would take at least 5 days? A couple of weeks, maybe?
Huh? The song? But how?
Ye scurvy fools! What's this bilge water you're spouting? I just happened to have run my ship aground and just happened to send one of me boys into the city. Where he just happened to overhear your little announcement and report it back to me. You expect me to take this lion down?
Yes, what a coincidence. Look, I already know what you want to say.
What, you do? Well, what kind of foul sorcery is this?
You think that Archipeller's last song should be passed along to a real man of the sea, to be sung out upon the waves, like the bard wanted. And there's no way that annoying little slip of a diva should get her grubby, girly fingers on it. Isn't that right?
Aye, it is! So you're savvy after all! Go!
But that doesn't change anything. I'm still going to let Praline use the song for her own arrangement. Look, I know how important that song is. And I get that it was meant to capture the glory of the brave men who live at sea. Dedicated to all who understand the mysteries of the sea and the hearts of the men who sail it. That was Archipeller's message. But I remember something else the great bard once said.
That's right. The most important thing is to have fun.
After Archipeller had taught all of his secrets to his pupils, that was the idea that he cherished most in his final years. The one thing he really wanted was for his music to bring people together, so they could just enjoy themselves. Praline used to use her music for evil, but she's learned her lesson. She's ready to live true to that ideal now.
She is?
She better be.
Look, I'm not averse to having a little fun. Just ask me mates here. But I'll never accept the ridiculous lyrics she put to that glorious sea shanty. They're an insult to every captain, living and dead. I can forgive some things, but this is a plank too far. So, our parley was for nothing, eh? Me mateys and I will show you just how wrong you are. Let's teach this little girl and her scurvy friends what a man's dreams are worth. Come on, boys! away from home at 15 and took to the seas with a stolen galley. I braved waves great and small to reach the sea of corsairs. Hefting my axe on my shoulder, I battled my way to the top. Until I, hay-ridden Barbarossa, was named Vice Captain of the Eternian Black Blades! I'm the only one here who can sing that song with the heart and spirit of one who's lived it! I can still sing! No, so a man's dreams have come to this.
Well, if it isn't crusty old Captain Barbarossa! Whatever would you be doing in a place like this?
Like you don't know. He came barreling in to protest your arrangement of that song, of course.
I know! I pretty much heard all of it from that mic of yours. I cut my rehearsal short just to come here, you know. You see, it seems there's been a big ol' misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding?
Oh, an insult to all captains living and dead! Why, have you even listened to my song?
Why, of course I mean, why should I have to? Heard one, heard them all, or all kind of...
Wait a minute. You threw this huge fuss and you haven't even heard her song?
Oh, Captain, my Captain, won't you listen to my song? I'll sing it just for you. We're holding rehearsal anyway.
Unhand me, wench! Well, I'll be! To think that salty old sea shanty could be transformed into this frothy thing! Why, me muscles just seem to be moving on their own! Fancy that! Arr!
What did I say, Captain?
I'm having the time of me life! Oh, and I never felt this way before!
I guess we can call this a happy ending.
I knew Barbarossa would put up a fight, but to think he hadn't even listened to Praline's song.
Why, he's a dancing machine! Look at him go!
I know we should have honored our Capella's wishes, but we were lucky enough to know that the Bard had changed in his last years. Your hearts are as one. The most important thing is to have fun. The Grand Ship may have been written for true men of the sea like Barbarossa, but thanks to Praline's remix, now it's a song that everyone can enjoy. Why, I just might have made the right call.
I too have no regrets.
Looks like everyone's getting into it.
Yes! This vase is a pristine specimen of Golden Era Twilight porcelain.
Isn't that a mustard jar from a local alehouse?
Yes. At a glance, it does appear that way. But we cannot discount the possibility that it is a priceless artifact. Mark it down.
Yes, ma'am.
Really, though, just how long does she intend to keep me waiting?
And who might that be, ma'am?
That idiot girl! Hasn't she made a decision yet? While I could continue to expound on the wonders of Luxembourg's cultural heritage sites, I do have other important tasks on my plate!
Indeed, ma'am. If you could just wait another 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1!
Excuse me?
Well, it certainly took you long enough. We've been waiting, you know. Now zip those lips, no chit-chat. Tell me, Superintendent, what is your opinion of the situation? Come! Shall we separate boys and girls in the new school or not? Let's have it out of you, no dawdling.
Well, you see,
Enough waffling! Are you trying to vex me, you vexing vixen? Can't you make a simple decision?
Hang in there, Idia. Take as much time as you need, Idia. After all, your choice is probably going to drag us in...
Florum's new school should keep students separated by gender.
And your reasons,
It's true that Florum has established an equal rights law. Men and women can both make their homes here. And even the Sacred Flower Festival has... Oh, never mind. Just come out already. I know you're gonna show up.
That's right! I ain't going anywhere! Equal opportunities for men and women! One school for all!
Yeah! Equal opportunities for men and women! One school for all!
Do you even know what you're saying?
Was it truly one school for all? Oh, I do love history and culture, but this is the first time I'm hearing of such equal opportunities.
You better believe it, lady! Eagle opportunities are what it's all about! Gotta give everyone a chance to really soar! You know what I mean?
Oh my! I do! I could not agree more! Soaring! Yes! Oh, I believe in you! I'm sure you can do it!
Huh? Do what? What's she going on about? Who is this crazy old lady?
Miss Yu DeWitt, Chancellor of Education from our campus.
Al's campus? Look, are we gonna settle this or what?
What do you mean, settle it? Why does everything have to be a fight with you?
Why? Wait, I've got it! Zip those lips and lift those fists! All right then, but I'm putting my money on these muscles right here! Yeah! I'm the holder of the Monk Asterisk! You got that? Bear's Lair! Here to wipe the floor with ya! Yeah! You scrawny little things beat me! I lost? Impossible! Best 2 out of 3, huh?
Forget about it.
Oh, come on! Why you gotta be so cruel, Lydia?
Yes, yes, yes. Very cruel, very cold, and very commonplace. That she is. Yes, yes.
Fine then. We're out of here. Come on, Betty.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's sweaty! Sweaty tracksuit!
See you around, Lydia.
Sorry? Was that? Oh, my! You're the one in favor of separate education for boys and girls, aren't you? Oh, I've heard all about your stance from Superintendent Lee here. Oh, yes. Your ideals have thoroughly impressed me. Oh, yes, so splendid ideals. I'm quite committed to establishing Florum's new school with the genders divided, as nature intended.
I can't thank you enough, ma'am. And, what of Mr. Tracksuit? Will he be joining the faculty as well?
Ah, I see. Oh, yes, I do. It's only natural. Yes, it is. All that time fighting with each other, passions high as you fought for your ideals. Love blooms on the battlefield. Oh, what a joy! Don't let the good ones get away, my girl. Go running to his side right now. Go!
Yes, ma'am!
Do you think I chose...
The right side? I'd say so. I mean, look at all the happy faces around us.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'd say you have a future in education, Idia. Perhaps I should come work at this new school of yours.
Don't you start teasing me too. My tenure as interim superintendent ends today. Besides, what would you even teach?
Where to begin? Physics, ballistics, aerodynamics. All the subjects necessary for taking to the air and descending with force on an unsuspecting foe.
Whoa, that's some pretty heavy stuff.
And you expected any less of me?
I expected something... different.
I have a message here for Miss Anheria Venus.
A message? From whom? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's just hear it.
Yes, she says it doesn't matter. So let's hear it, Prima, out loud, if you would.
Yes, ma'am. Allow me. Dear Anheria, I hope this letter finds you well. I must say your request has moved me. I would be delighted to have you as a student. I will instruct you in the womanly arts of flower arranging, tea ceremony, cooking, and of course how to manage a household of your own.
Huh?
That's quite enough. Consider the message delivered. No need to read any further.
Worry not. I promise that with time, we will make you into the kind of woman that any man would be proud to marry. Yours truly, the matriarch of Florum.
Wait, when you said you were here for your training...
Yes, indeed. It takes true training to be the perfect bride. You mustn't neglect your feminine side. Oh, don't you worry about a thing, dear. I believe in you. Yes. Even you can find a husband someday.
Anheria, wait!
Maybe you should let her go.
After all, an honorable warrior knows when to show mercy to the defeated.
Granddad! Come on! Hurry! Wow! It's just like I remember!
Is it really now? You were only wee hot.
There you go again! Stop harassing poor innocent people!
Finally decided to show up, did you? You sure kept us waiting.
Oh, right. You aren't harassing anyone.
Not at all. I was here first, and then came Miss White, and we are all having a calm, rational discussion.
This old man here insists that he hears your opinion first, Idia. He won't listen to a word that either of us has to say.
Never mind the old codger. It is the girl who has been the biggest obstacle. So, if you might excuse me.
Don't tell me. More research?
But of course! Business is always in flux. The situation changes from one moment to the next. Oh.
Then I suppose I should also get moving.
Huh? What kind of research could you have to do, huh?
A personal kind, involving me, Heartschild's craft brews, and plates of sausage bordering on obscene.
You wastrel! You wouldn't dare consume all of the stock and leave me with no product to sell?
Oh, ho, ho. Just watch me.
Wait a second, you two! And there they go again. Okay, let's see if I've got this right. Profiteur wants you two to abandon your house so he can develop this inlet into a trading port. But Holly thinks you shouldn't give up the home that holds so many memories for you and your granddaughter. Is that more or less how it went?
Aye, more or less.
And you come from a long line of fishermen who fished here for generations. But after you lost your son and daughter-in-law in the war, you took your granddaughter and fled from this house. Only to return a short time ago, having sworn to live here together as a family once again. Still good?
Aye, that's it in a seashell.
So I take it you've already heard Profiteur's reasons for why he thinks this area ought to be developed, right? And why Holly objects so strongly to you giving up the house?
Shouldn't we ask if the young lady has any thoughts on the matter?
I still want to live here with Granddad, but if Granddad has to go fishing in rough seas all alone so we can eat... You're right. That is a scary thought, huh?
But you don't want to say goodbye to this old house, do you? Or have you changed your mind?
I don't want to leave, but when I see Granddad has to work so hard here...
Certainement. So you find yourself conflicted.
Maybe we need to look into this again and think things through. We'll come back here once we've got some solid advice to give you, okay? Okay.
Oh, Miss Idia. Tell me, should we abandon this place? Or better we live here no matter how modestly? What do you think is best?
It's a tough choice. Even if it's for the good of the nation, you shouldn't have to give up the home you love, right? But if they do give it up, their war-torn homeland will have the chance to get back on its feet. What would I do in their shoes? I think you should sell your land to Profiteur, for your country's sake. I see what Holly's saying, but I just don't think she's right about this one. Take the money that Profiteur is offering, and move to a nice house in Heartschild or somewhere. It's the best thing for you and your granddaughter. Don't you think?
Of course. Surely, you must be right.
Stop screwing around, idiot!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're 3 sheets to the wind!
What? You think the one and only Holly White can't hold a little stout? If you think this is drunk, I think you must be drunk, idiot. Nothing goes better with a flagon of black hearts than a juicy heartwurst.
We aren't gonna have to take care of her, are we?
Looks like I really can't let my guard down around you. I thought you understood, idiot. But you still don't get it, do you? Profiteur's plans for this country's recovery will only help the few and leave the rest doing not good. Not like this fine brew would do them. Good stout is what it's all about. Cheers!
I don't even know what you're talking about now.
Can't you see?
See what?
That rats played you for fools? And you're too clueless to notice.
Is that so?
Don't question me, old man. Just don't sell this house. Look, it's for your own sake. And for your granddaughter's. Don't any of you get it? Won't you just listen to me for once in your life, idiot? Oh, I get it. You need more convincing. Then I guess you won't mind me backhanding some sense into you. Why am I wasting my breath? You never got it, and you never will. Then we'll just have to move straight on to discipline. Get out here, girls. These buffoons need a good dose of whatever. Let's just give them a shellacking. Why am I always surrounded by stubborn oxen? Well, I'll show you how I deal with oxen. You're looking at the former saving grace of the Eternian Sky Knights. White Mage Holly White! Assume the position! People should live in a way that suits them. Live above what suits you or below. You'll only end up miserable. I suppose you types born into wealth and privilege will never get it. Eris, my boys, Grandpa, why have you all gone and left me? I'm gonna remember this!
Granddad! I was so scared!
There, child. I'm sorry for putting you through such an ordeal. There's no need to worry any longer. I'm going to sell this old house and take you someplace where we can live a fine life.
What? You're going to sell our house?
If we just give up this house, we'll be able to live an easy life together for the rest of our days.
No! I don't want to leave again. If you want to go, go on your own!
No, wait, child. Oh, well. I just can't win.
What is all this? First that sentimental sadist and then the little girl both go running past me. Oh, so you've been convinced to sell the house? Fantastic! I shall owe you for this, Miss Idia. And a profiteur always pays his debts. Now then, if you will just sign over the deed...
Hold on.
Yeah, yes? What is it?
Look, I know I went along with you over Holly, but all she wanted was for these two to be able to keep living together here, even if it was a modest life. And I stomped all over her feelings. So promise me one thing. Promise me that you're going to turn this place into the best trade port ever. Get this country back on its feet, and fast. Make it a safe country, where an old man like this can live without the fear of losing his children in a stupid war. A prosperous country, where people don't have to spend every day worrying about how to make ends meet. And where that little girl can grow and learn, and get the education she needs and wants. Promise me you'll do that, without a moment wasted.
I will! Of course I will.
You'd better. Because if you don't, I'll be coming for you.
You can trust in a ruthless profiteur. If you think I'm taking too long, you may come to blast me away at any time. And now that this is settled, I must get down to work at once. We will get this contract settled, then I will have the construction begun within 2 weeks. You will see. I will need to arrange for materials, and tools, and laborers, and everything with the utmost of haste. Which means I have no more time to dally here. Excuse me while I depart.
It looks as though this country may finally be on the road to recovery.
Though I do feel bad about disappointing Holly. But still, it's all for that little girl. She deserves a safe country that can provide her with a real future. I know I made the right decision. I hope I'll be able to say that soon. And I'm going to watch over this country to make sure of it.